Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Adelua and today I'm reacting to a comment um, under my video, a video that I made last, and the person I was saying that black women should, I was trying to respectfully tell black women to mind their business based on some things I was seeing on online about um, you know female influencers who were talking about what was going on in the lives of black men, and I was like, can we just not focus on what they're doing? Can we talk about us as individuals, or and just get a life and all of that, and stop snooping and stop talking about them, or stop talking about black men, and let them live their lives, and let's live ours as well. Like, it was unhealthy to actually keep tabs on people you say you're done with, and or they disappointed you one way or the other, like, and then you're keeping tabs on them. Like, you should keep tabs on yourself. That was what I was saying. And someone who I would assume is a black man, I'm not certain, but what he said in his comment was, I don't understand the history of black Americans, and that the beef between black American men and black American women has been going on for a very long time, and so it doesn't really concern me. And my first reaction was like, oh, so it doesn't matter if I'm African. What happens to another black person is not my concern. I didn't say that in my response because I did reply to the comment. And what I said was, listen, I might not know the history of black Americans. I mean, I can't say I know it as much as black Americans themselves. But one thing I do know is that if we have really learned from history, we will know that this idea of this concerns you, that does not concern you, is not the way you protect yourselves. It's not the way you defend yourselves. Like, it's a risky thing to actually say, mind your business, this doesn't concern you. And I began to realize that sometimes maybe it's an African thing, and the reason why we're here at this point, where we have black Americans and blacks generally, is that everyone was minding their business. Something was happening in the other tribe and no one did anything about it because it was not their problem, it wasn't their business, or so they thought. And I said, look, I'm an empathic, right? I'm an empathic. When something is happening to someone that I think is unfair, unless I've gotten it off my chest, like, I'll be feeling restless, and so I needed to talk about it. you know um and then afterwards, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, he's according to this commenter, the beef going on between black men and black women in America has been ongoing for a very long time. So is this commenter implying that it should continue? And then I someone said that there has actually been attacks recently on black women in some parts of the US, and I'm thinking, why? What is going on? Like, it's not just these social media verbal spats, it's gone beyond that. And I'm wondering, what do these men want? What do they want? They are living their best life as they want it. It's not their best life as far as I'm concerned, but it's their life and they're living it the way they want. Why do they have to try to make the life of a black woman difficult? Like, you don't want to be with them, like, you don't want to marry them, you don't want to do right by them, but at the same time you don't leave them alone. You you speak ill of them any chance you get, right? You're comparing and contrasting. Like you're saying, oh, other women are much better than black women, and all of that, and I'm thinking, is that really necessary? Why don't you just make your choice and just be happy with your choice? Must you compare? And some people just take the comparison into their music, right? And they use it to make money. It's like they're using they're using black women as the butt of their jokes, and they're making money out of that. And guess who is cashing in on that money? I did say I wasn't going to talk about this, but I mean, I wanted to ignore them. I did mention that to someone, which was why they told me, oh, actually, it's not just on the social media alone. It's actually a situation where the violence is actually sometimes a bit physical on the streets, and I thought to myself, this is serious. I mean, don't live in America. I'm not an American, but I just feel that black men should just please. You've been doing what you want. Just don't get us involved. Don't get black women involved. And don't come to me telling me this is not my business. You understand what I'm saying? If I say something if I want to react to something, I have that right, So just like you have the right to do what you want, I also have the right to do what I want as well, whether you like it or not. You understand? And when he said that, oh, I don't know whether it's a he or a she, but the commenter was saying, oh, this beef has been ongoing for a long time, like, this is not my concern. I'm like, it's not my concern. Are you serious? Like, who gets to decide what is my concern and what isn't my concern? Like, I didn't really go into all of that, but like, all I can say is just appeal to both parties. You understand? Unless it gets physical, and if it gets physical, you can always report to the authorities. If you're an American woman out there, you're assaulted on the streets, please report. Okay? Sorry about that. Please report. Report to the authorities. Stay safe, and I don't know, if it's on social media, if it's not necessary, don't respond. You understand? Try as much as possible to ignore the bitter men. Not all of them are bitter, I imagine, but I can't understand what the angst is about. Like, it's to me, it's sounding like, if I don't want these women, I don't want someone else to want them either, And I think some of them are angry that despite their propaganda against black women, saying they are not good, they're not this, they're not that, saying all sorts of things about them, men of other races are actually marrying them, right? They are marrying them. And maybe that is what is annoying them, and I don't see why you should. Like, it's like you're with someone and you're busy monitoring the life of someone you refuse to be with. Like, is there a name for that in psychology? There ought to be a name for that in psychology, because that doesn't sound normal to me. You understand? Which is reason why black women should hear me out, please. Avoid these men, the ones who give you a hard time. Whether you do something, they give you a hard time. You don't do anything, they give you a hard time. They just give you a hard time just for existing. I don't know what has possessed this particular group of men, but stay clear of them as much as you can. You understand? Stay clear of them as much as you can. And let men, because there are some men, it's some black men who are standing up right now and actually defending black women. Of course, they're being called names now, and I'm going to talk about that in another video, but I don't think they seem to care, So I guess that's all I have to say about that for now. So take care of yourself, ladies, and stay safe. Shalom.